Hi everyone. Sorry it's been a while. I sure missed this. I just wanted to make a quick update to my videos, my collection. I didn't get a chance a couple weeks ago, and thought I'd share it with you guys now. Kind of feeling pretty good. Been a really good night. But on some medications. Don't mind my stumbling a little bit. The doctor hooked me up. Anyways, here's some Stranger Things figs. We really don't collect those, but my daughter loves the show. We found them on clearance, and of course scooped them up. Maz Kanata. I don't collect pops, but my daughter bought that for me a couple years ago, and is one of my greatest treasures. And little project my daughter made, and definitely a treasure. Little glass my buddy etched. It's hard to see, but Darth Vader's on this side. On the reverse side is his TIE fighter, and that's just a Packer mug. Anything Packers is great, so it sits up there. Anyways, here's my Black Series collection. These are my loose figs. I don't have everything loose, but my duplicates and you know, a lot of extra troops, I guess. They're all loose. Anything that's extra or duplicate, I open and put that on display. So I get the best of both worlds. My inbox collection, which is pretty complete, and then opening them and posing them, and the kid in me loves it. If you notice on the feet, I use blue tack. It works great. I could shake this cabinet, and all the figures in here would stay put for the most part. They might lean, but they're not going to tumble like dominoes. So I highly suggest to anybody that's having problems needing foot stands, it's a time saver, it's a space saver. It works great. They do not stain your figures whatsoever. It's kind of like a post-it note material where the foot will stick to the stand, or whatever you're putting it on. And if you want to peel it off, it comes right off. There's no cleaning or staining or any kind of damage. And it's really easy to use. It costs a couple dollars, and you can do hundreds of figs for a couple dollars of this stuff. And I highly suggest it to anyone. There's everyone's favorite dead guy. Like I said, most of these are just Army builders, all duplicates, figs I got a great deal on, and like the race speeder, I think I paid $12 or $15, but that thing was worth 60 in my opinion. So when I could get one to open for 15 or 12, I did it. There's an authentic mall. That's the original, one of them. I got lucky and actually found a second one for only $16 shipped. And no, it wasn't a bootleg. It was someone that gave me a great deal. So they are, it was a couple years ago too. So, but I'm just saying deals are out there to be found. And he was brand new in the box when I got him. I opened the worst of the two boxes. There's some more of my figures. I sure would love to open all my collection sometime, but I just can't do it. This is the way I scratched that itch. I've got 5 of these guys, the Rebel Troopers. There's some kind of variant, dark brown or green in the helmet. I'm colorblind, so I've got 5 Troopers, and I have no clue what colors they are. These are a little more loved figs, obviously, but I love all Black Series. The quality for $20 is just unbelievable. The collection they're building is amazing. But I've got the set of 12 back there, open. I also have one, obviously in box. It's too awesome. There's a couple of my Gamorrean guards. It's really hard to see. Maybe I can open this up and that'll help. There we go. A little less glare, but there's a couple Gamorrean guards and stuff like that. Shock Trooper. I was lucky to find a second one of them to open. But I'm trying to see if there's anything like beyond special in here that I've gotten. There really isn't. They're all special to me though. Hopefully you guys can see these. I apologize if you can't. All I've got is a payphone. I'm not feeling the greatest. Standing here tonight is kind of the trick. The bottom shelf I won't show, only because, you know, my mom's urn is down there with her name on it, and very special things my daughter has made me that make that bottom shelf the most important by far, but it's a little more personal, so we won't look at that. And then in here is there's Buster, one of my 3 cats. He's kind of mad at me for not paying much attention to him the last couple of weeks, but he'll forgive me. And then here's a quick panning of the room, and then I'll go into the figures a little more. But this is my inbox collection, and what I try to do is, my top priority is to have one of every figure inbox mint. I mean, the box doesn't have to be perfectly mint, but I prefer it that way, obviously. Most of them are, but some of them aren't, and I'm okay with that as long as I got one version of every fig. We're going to start with blue, not because they're first, but because they're first in a wall. But there's the Sand Trooper in the blue line, Vader, Jedi Luke there, Chewbacca, TIE Fighter pilot, Yoda, the Sergeant Clone Trooper, Phase 1. There's Han Solo in his Stormtrooper gear. There's Palpatine. I cannot wait until the next one comes out. There's Luke in Stormtrooper gear. The only one I don't have in blue series is baaaack. And hopefully someday I get them, and then I can open this one. I like to have the original version in box if possible. But just having one in box is what's important to me. And what was he again? The commander or something? I forgot what the hell he was. The captain. The red captain. There's Cody. IG-88. Check out the box though, guys. Darth Vader. It's kind of weird, huh? So, he's the one I kept in box. And I opened the archive. To me, that's just a legal bootleg. I love that Leia. A lot of people don't, but put the mask on her. She's another cool alien for Jabba's palace. Here's a real Solo poster from the movie. They unwittingly donated it to Haley's uncle, and he gave it to her, and she allowed me to put it in the Star Wars room. I have all of the Solo figures so far, except for what is she? L3 or LE37 or something like that. I forgot her name, but I'll get her. It's just a matter of I haven't had time lately, and I'll put her right there in the middle to fill the collection. I love that figure. He's one of my favorite actors. The figure is great. The entire line is great. I mean, that is a great figure. Outstanding alien. And band troopers, any kind of stormtrooper, very cool to me. And this guy, and this guy, or her, I should say, I got them on clearance, and very happy. $30, $15. I will sacrifice 50% of the price for a sticker on the box any day of the week. Excuse me. And this one I just got from a good friend of mine that, a recent friend, but he's a very good man. He has a YouTube channel you guys might want to check out. It's called Papa G, and he's a newer tour reviewer, and he's outstanding. Very personable man, knows his stuff, very fun to collect with, and I enjoy his videos very much. So you might want to check out his work, and I treasure that. The figure actually came during a kind of a bad time for me, so it's kind of a small bright spot in a bad time. And there's the 4-pack there, one of them. Luke's Land Speeder, Java. One of my favorite sets. I've got two of these. The first one came damaged. I emailed them complaining, and next thing I knew, without a response, they sent me a new one in the mail with no damage. So I opened the damaged one, and the new one is sitting here. I got the best of both worlds because I love that baaaack. That's so cool. I'm not sure it's 35 or whatever the difference is cool, but it's very cool. Plus the face mask that comes with them, look at that. That's too cool. I had to have it. There's something like this, an iconic fig. I needed anything that came with them extra, including that pointed finger hand that's behind that little bar there. Right here, there's a HasCon exclusive in there, which I like more. He was the last hand-painted one, I believe. And then he was one of the first face-printed ones, too. So I got the face-printed one, which you can't see very well on this cheap phone, in front of the HasCon one. And then some more Clone Commanders. Another set that was a cool idea, poorly executed in my opinion, but at the same time a great fig that's a must-have. But if you're going to make equipment for the guy, have him hold it and be able to use it, you know. My daughter made me this, one of my favorite things in here. And these are just fillers, some vehicles I've gotten, some helmets. I don't really collect them, but I like them enough. I come across some cheap ones I don't have, I'll get them. The 4-pack, some more vehicles, and the exclusive Praetorian Guard. And I'm a nerd, I saved the mailer boxes. And then a nice little Stormtrooper book. I love that book, actually. Very cool book. Shadow Squadron set. A very cool must-have set. I don't know. I overpaid for it, but I love it. There's the 4-pack of clones. I need to change my display here soon so I can, display them better so you can see them. Very cool. And another 4-pack. My box Gamorrean Guard. There's the man right there. Very happy when he came out. I'm not feeling well right now. But we'll finish the fight, right, guys? The newest 3-pack of droids. I actually like them. No accessories, though, for $60. Very cheap. Very, very cheap by Hasbro. Especially when they're, it's all remakes, just different paint jobs. You already got your money out of the mold. At least throw something in there, lower the price. This set is right there at the Han Solo set. In his Millennium Falcon. I love this set too. It's amazing work of art in its own. And I had to have Han in the brown jacket. That's a must. The Porgs. I don't know how you guys felt about the last movie. I guess it really don't matter. Hey, to each his own. I understand if you didn't like it, and I understand if you did. And that's all that matters. I hope everyone enjoys Star Wars, and it sucks that if you don't, hopefully you enjoy the next one. Here's one of my favorites, the baaaack. This fig I love. Probably not going to be able to see it on here, but if you see in his leg there, that's the gold printed one. Extremely rare. How rare, I don't know, but I've heard it's extremely rare. And it's kind of cool to have one thing that's rare. And then, just the exclusives. Very undervalued in my opinion. High quality stuff. They were worth the money they charged when they came out. But anyone that's not getting them while they're on sale, they're losing out. There's my Ray that's boxed and speeder. Got to have one of each box, right? Oh, here's a case. This is the Revan and Sabine Wave. Very hard set to find in stores. Through the years now, I found all of them except for Sabine. In fact, I found Sabine. I just didn't buy her. I found all the rest. And I got them open. Then I considered this my closed box, version of them. And I've got all of them in there. And it's just, to me, another little, thing to have an actual case of unopened figs. You know, I just like to be able to look and see the whole kind of packaging process, all the way from loose to case. Excuse me. Here's the original 3-pack of droids. The Biker Speeder Scout. They're re-releasing this guy without the bike, but that bike is a must-have. Come on, look at that. One of the main things that made me want to collect this set is this. And then here's my Creature 2-packs. And I love them. I wouldn't get rid of either two ever. Excuse me. Alright, on to the orange guys. I've got all of these in box, except for R2. And the reason is, before I came across a cheap R2 in an orange box, 40th anniversary came out. So I just cheaped out there, and I bought 2 of those. One to open, and one for the wall. But other than that, I've got the rest of them. As long as I've got one in box, and on that set, I count the 40th as one in box. Maybe I get the original someday, maybe I don't, but either way, I got one in box. And then there's no order really to my collection. I attempted to, but at this point, it's just putting them where they fit. But I'm just running through so you guys can see what I've got. Love the Jawas. I'd like to get some more of those. Love Stormtroopers. I want to get more of them. I hope you guys can see this stuff. I like the fig, hate the character. That's unfortunately the case for a lot of these new movies. Love that fig, and he's not even in there. Way undervalued fig right there. Everyone should have that. That's too cool. That is too cool. Another very cool one. Jango Fett is amazing, especially now that they're coming out with the newer figs, you know, for their prequels. I got gray-haired Han. Probably would have got brown-haired Han a few years ago, but I'm kind of done with that variant stage of my wanting. Now it's just get one of each and go. There's the original clear-eyed guy, and I've got the K2SO with the dots in the eyes too, but I got him open and on display. I kind of like that we have photoreal versions here of the, some figs, and we also have the hand-painted, which is to be appreciated in its own, in my opinion. Someday we're going to look back on that and kind of cherish, I think, the hand-painted ones. I do. Photoreal, it's gonna be real easy and not take long before we start taking this all for granted and looking back at the hand-painted ones as being some works of art, which they are. Another clearance special. Thank God for clearance sales. Now this one, I paid a fresh $60, like $4 with tax. That one still hurts my wallet when I look at it. And then this big beast. And I love it. The TIE Fighter is amazing. Now, unless you live in a college dorm and collect, you have to have that. How can you not have the biggest monumental vehicle in the line in your collection? To be honest with you, I won't be happy till I got a second one open on display. Because they're just, God, I want to open that every time I look at it. And then here's my treasure. I love the 40th anniversary. I can't wait for the Empire Strikes Back carded ones to come out. I be honest, I wish they packaged these like the vintage collection. While I have no use for those little midget looking figs, I would love Black Series to be packaged like that. And this set, God, Akbar, I don't care what movie he's from, Akbar is cool. Straight up. So I had to get one in a box and one loose. Shelves are way dusty and empty. It's not because I lost the figs, it's because they were moved. That's the loose collection. It went to the China hutch. And the dust is because I haven't been in here in a couple of weeks working. And some more exclusives. Kmart, which amazingly is still open by me. Padme. I got everything here. It's just about what I love, well, except for the Last Jedi stuff, which I do love. I liked the movie. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was Star Wars to me still. And I love the figs. Hasbro has done a great job with the figs. Even though there's a lot of distribution problems, it has me really frustrated with that company. I love the figs. That is the best $20 value there is in collecting. And I love that thing. I'm going to open that soon now that I'm back. And $6 for a $100 smart R2D2. Yeah, I'm going to put some batteries in and play with that boy. And then a friend of mine gave me this recently, and I'm very appreciative. And it can sit there just looking good. I don't collect vintage collection, but I keep anything a friend gives me forever. It's a treasure, and that means a lot to me. And more figs. Just filling up wall space, which I'm running out of. If Black Series goes another couple of years, I'm in trouble as far as finding places to put it. And then how my collection started, at least the new one. Darth Vader, my buddy bought me this for Christmas a few years back, and it didn't quite scratch the itch. So as soon as the lawyer was paid off and I had saved my daughter's life, got custody back, I started this. A good dad treating himself to something good. And it's amazing. I'm very happy with this collection. Well, that's about it. I don't have everything, like a big armies and other lines, but I've got a very good Black Series collection. And I hope you guys enjoy. You have an awesome night. I don't feel good, and I'm going to lay down.